I'm going to be the first one to say it right now. The reason why your business is not growing in 2025 is because you're focusing on leads, marketing, and sales. That's not the real problem. It's a lot deeper. Let me explain. So let me guess. The short ends of your business are because you don't have enough marketing going out. You don't have enough sales coming through. You don't have enough leads hitting the inbox. You don't have enough posts on your social media, or your funnels aren't optimized, which if they're actually trash, then yeah, that's definitely your problem right now. But a lot of businesses, they actually have this taken care of. And this is not their main problem. But the truth is, focusing on all these front end things like your marketing, like your sales, like your social media, like getting leads, like getting more ads out, like hiring these advertising agencies. This is only one half of the problem, and the rest of it is a lot deeper. Yes, focusing on your front end is amazing, and you want to do that all the time. But the truth is, the real issue is your back end is not built to convert attention into revenue. So you might hear this and be like, what does that mean? My back end isn't built to convert attention into revenue. My back end's for fulfillment. My back end's for emails and automations. That's only one piece of it. I'm still on this topic that your back end matters a lot more than you think it does. I hate to be the guy to bring statistics into everything, but 97% of businesses do fail because they focus on the wrong things. These wrong things often are a lack of proper market research, ineffective messaging, or an inability to adapt to changing circumstances. I think that last part is huge, the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. So let's dive in on how we actually flip that and make your backend the strongest part of your business, and how to actually dominate your market through your backend. So then when you focus on your sales, when you focus on your marketing, when you focus on your revenue, everything falls into play. And then A, your clients get taken care of better. B, they're more likely to give you referrals. C, you're actually following up with everybody, giving everybody the best experience possible. And then D, it's all more systemized. This is how to actually thrive in 2025. I'm not telling you you have to delete your ads. I'm not telling you to shut off your campaigns, whatever that is. Yes, you need to focus on your front end, which is your marketing, your sales, your social media, and you're getting leads. But we have to fill the back holes, because if your back end is bleeding, we have to plug that first and then actually build on top of it. What happens is that we need to take this, so our front end, our marketing, our sales, our social media, and our getting leads, and then actually bring it over to our back end, which is our qualification, our systems that are in play, our fulfillment, which is, come on, fulfillment's so important, and then our infrastructure. So I'm going to explain what this word means in a bit. So this is how to focus on the right things in a business. Obviously, that's what we want to do here, because our goal is to increase revenue, make more money, things like that. To effectively focus on the right things in your business, start by clearly defining your goals, prioritizing tasks based on their impact, and eliminating distractions. Focus on strategic work. Man, build strong character, relationships, and continually analyze your competition to stay ahead. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at different systems that we can put into place to optimize our systems and to make our company work better. Let's dive into this. So we come to learn pretty plainly right here that we have to prioritize what matters and stay ahead of our competition. Now, what is the competition in almost every industry doing right now? They're outsourcing their back end, like their qualification, their systems, their fulfillment, and their infrastructure. Now, why do we outsource this? Let's break that down. We have to install systems that scale. And we know the 80-20 rule in business. If you don't know, I'm glad you're hearing this for the first time. The 80-20 rule is that 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. So in a business, you want to be focusing on moving the needle, not staying busy. And to an extent, worrying about our back-end systems like our infrastructure and our fulfillment and whatever it might be, they can be considered busy work. So what we have to do, and what our competition is doing as well, because we learned that our competition, we have to stay ahead of them. How we beat them is by outsourcing. It's plain and simple right there. It's outsourcing this back end systems that are so important, so that when we do focus on the front end, our back end's met right there. So 20% of the effort, wait, let's do this. 20% of the effort leads into 80% of the results, but we cannot afford to spend 3+ hours a day on our lead qualification, our ad structure, our automations, our email and text sending. And then also, we can't worry about doing this 24/7, because we have to worry about what's moving the needle forward. Because what matters now is building relatability. I cannot stress this out. I can't stress this enough. This comes from my business. This is your business. Everybody, There is no offer that can't be replicated. The only reason anybody's going to go with you now is because they can relate to you, is because they see your content. In my program, there's a long list of things, pretty much the buyer's consciousness and the buyer's patterns through the whole process from when they figure out who you are to when they actually purchase your product. Relatability matters right now. So if we're drowning in back end work, we simply won't have enough input to curate who we want, because finding high quality prospects requires high quality systems into place. Like I said, we have to outsource because we need to inquire these high quality leads. These high quality leads are what's actually going to like change our business and the way it flows, because high quality leads to high quality referrals. Leads to it's everything just works better when you're working with high quality people. So implementing high quality systems into place matters so much. Now, we have to outsource our back end systems. That's a fact. Now we have to learn, okay, how do we actually do so? How do we know which systems are good ones and which systems are bad ones? Right here, I have a list of pretty much the five main people that you'd go to, or things that you'd go to actually do this outsourcing work. We're going to go over which one does it best, which one does it worse, which one does it the most expensive, which one's the most reliable, everything like that. So, number one, to outsource all of our backend systems to make our business more efficient, we have AI. So this is a voice, an SMS, or a CRM bot. It's integrated into your entire system to work, and it responds to your texts, answers your phone calls, it books into the CRM, etc., etc. It's all done for you. So we have AI. We have an overseas VA, which is someone you're hiring from a third world country. You're paying them very cheap in order for them to do things like answer the phone for you, answer text messages for you, book people into your appointments, things like that. We have a full time employee in the US, so they're probably going to be a little bit more efficient than the overseas VA. They're going to be full time. They're going to work for you and do the same things: answer your phone, answer your text messages, book into your CRMs. We have a freelancer or a contractor. So this is someone who's going to go into your systems and actually try to book it a little bit better. They're going to try to change your systems a bit and work for you in a sense. And then we have an agency or a third party, just a group of people that come in, probably a small team, and they actually work in your business and are partnered to make it better for you. So let's dive into all of these. All right, don't mind my bad tables, but right now we're going to go over all of the people or the things that we just went over right now and put them on a scale of worst to best on which one you should implement into your business. So first, we have an agency, third party. Their price, they're expensive, their reliability is variable, the scalability is medium, time to set up is fast, efficiency is unclear, risk is high, and overall rating is low. The reason is because there's so many agencies out there nowadays. It's like what we were talking about before. There's no offer that can't be replicated here, so the risk is high because we don't know who's good, we don't know who's bad. They could be very expensive because they either charge a monthly retainer that's, I don't know, anywhere from 4 to 5K. They could charge a huge upfront fee. Whatever it is, this is the agency or a third party group of people that go into your business and work from there. Their reliability is variable, obviously, because they're humans. They're not going to be working 24/7 unless they have it structured like that. The agencies that are structured like that, they're hard to find, hard to come across. Scalability is medium because you have to go based off of what they know. And time to set up is usually pretty fast because they work with you, plug in your systems. Usually onboarding is a fast process. Efficiency is unclear because you don't know the type of people that you're going to work with. You don't know how good the agency is. Overall, they get a 2 stars, which is not horrible, but obviously there's better alternatives. Next, we have a freelancer or a contractor. The price is medium because typically they're not necessarily partnered with you, but they're contracted out. So they have a small job, and their pretty much entire priority is to do that job for you. So the price is medium. The reliability is also variable. The reason the reliability is variable is because you don't know what task they're doing for you unless they're very specific on it, and they're probably only doing one task for you. The scalability is medium as well because a lot of times you'll have to hire one freelancer for your SMS, one freelancer for your CRM, and then one for your phone, which is not good. Time to set up is usually pretty fast as well because it's people that usually onboard you pretty quickly. The efficiency is medium a lot of times because they only have one clear task to take care of. They might have a little bit of a better shot to actually handle that and to fulfill on that better. Risk is also high because there's so many people with the same offer that you're not going to know necessarily which one to go with. And then the overall rating is another 2 stars. Next, we have a full-time employee. So the price is high, reliability is high. The scalability is low. The time to set up is slow. The efficiency is high. The risk is medium high. They get 2 stars as well. Honestly, the only benefit of a full-time employee and then a contractor is that you can give it more responsibility. But the thing is, you're going to have to pay it more. And they're pretty much relying on you to scale. So they're not going to help you scale whatsoever. So that's why the scaling is low. They get a 2 stars as well. Overseas VA, what's good about this is that yes, they're very, very, very cheap. You could pay someone out in, I don't know, the Philippines, $5 an hour, and they're going to be working for you. The reliability is medium because a lot of times if they are out here, there might be communication problems. It might be hard to get a hold of them, whatever it might be. Scalability is a medium because they are so cheap. You can hire a lot of them and they can do a lot of tasks for you. Time to set up is medium. It's hard to tell because you don't know how efficient they are at their job. Same thing with all these other people. The efficiency is medium because if you give it a simple task, it's probably going to take care of it pretty well. Risk is medium as well because with these people, you actually do have to risk your information being sold. So that's a medium. But overall, because they're so cheap, they get a 3 stars because it's kind of nice to work with. And last but not least, this is my personal favorite. This is what my entire business is based off of. But we have AI. Let's break this down. AI, the price. It's pretty cheap. It's definitely a low cost after the setup. What's really good about this is that yes, other people might be charging more, other people might be charging less, but compared to what you'd be paying a full-time employee or a freelancer or definitely an agency, it's very low. Not as low as an overseas VA, but it's very low. Reliability, it's very high. Because it's not a real person, it's always going to be working for you. It's always going to be there, and you're always going to be able to communicate with it, program it, and get it set up so that it's working efficiently. It's always reliable. Scalability is very high because you don't have to pay it anymore. The more you scale, it is always going to be there and it's always going to be able to handle more work. It's always going to be able to take on more tasks, more duties, and it's going to scale alongside with you. It's not dependent on you just like a full-time employee is, but it's always there with you working. Time to set up is fast. All you have to do, it's a plug and play method, plug and play model, and then it's going to be working integrated into your systems. Setting it up, you might not know how to do it yourself, but that's why you have someone like me integrating it into your systems so it works for you. Efficiency is very high. You give it a task and it does it. There's no shortcuts. It doesn't second question. It doesn't ask why. It handles its job and it takes care of business, which is amazing. The risk is that it's low risk. You do not have to worry about it failing because if you set it up right, it's going to work. You don't have to worry about it backstabbing you, selling your information to someone in freaking India because it can't do that. It's an AI. Honestly, all you really have to worry about is finding the right person to implement it into your business. Or if you know how to do it yourself, then you can do it yourself. So AI is the best of all worlds. It's a complete infrastructure that's put into your business and it's set up for you to scale. That's why AI gets 5 stars. So to break this down, AI is the best system to scale. It works 24/7, it's never going to take a break, and it's never going to get burnt out. It qualifies your leads instantly and consistently, and if you set it up right, it's going to sound better than better than your secretary would. It scales infinitely with no added headcount. It's a one-time setup and it's built for long-term automation. It makes your life so much easier. It integrates directly into your CRMs, into your SMS, and all of your other systems. It is easier to set up, I would say, than a VA. There's no communication errors, there's no lagging. It's always going to answer you and it's going to be quick, precise, and to the point. And then the best part, it's a low operational cost with a high ROI. Imagine you plug in this AI system, even if it's for $5,000, and it saves you $75,000. It's a no-brainer, and it makes so much sense. So it's not about replacing people because yes, all of these people do need work. All of these people are valuable in their own cases, but it's about replacing the tasks that are slowing you down. It's about handling your business when you actually need to handle the business. So that's why I think AI is the best. Lastly, your business doesn't need more hands, but it needs a smarter system. You've seen the headlines. AI is built to last. It's built to work for the future and it's built to integrate into all of your systems. So, if you're ready to scale smarter and you want to install a system without having to babysit it, click on the link below. Or you might be watching this from the thank you video, but this is why AI is the best system to go with. And this is why implementing this right now is very smart. We're at the forefront of AI and It's the cheapest and the least competitive time to ever get in. While everybody else is dealing with bad agencies, bad freelancers, bad full time employees, overseas VAs, you're going to be handling with the future, which is AI integration into your systems, into your businesses, and it's going to take care of everything for you. So if you haven't already, in the link below, you can go ahead and book a call with us. There we'll go over your entire game plan to implement AI into your business, for it can make you more money or save you money, whatever it might be. Yeah, if you want to work with me, the link is below. You can go ahead and apply and book on a call with us. We'll see if we can implement this into your business. But other than that, AI is the future. Lock in right now, or it's going to be too late. Even if you're working with me, working with someone else, it doesn't matter. But just implementing this, it's crucial and it's going to replace jobs. So thank you so much for watching. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.